There's so much talk, so much discussion, so much high emotion these days. Talk of children being separated from their parents. Oh my goodness, illegal aliens, smugglers bringing children in, and the children are separated from their parents. I want to tell you a story, if you want to hear about a child being separated from a parent. My brother-in-law was an officer in the United States Marine Corps. Thank you for your service. In 1990, the summer of 1990, he took me aside and he said, "Hey, Dick, we've just been issued desert camouflage battle dress uniforms." I said, "Why? You're in Hawaii. Why would you need desert camouflage uniforms?" He looked at me and he said, "Don't you understand? We're going to war." This was 1990, Desert Storm. America had not been in a major war for many, many years. Now it seems commonplace. We've had so many deployments to the Middle East. But back then, it was something. And I remember being on the Marine base with the families the night he left. We got there at about 11 or 12 at night. They were due to leave in the middle of the night. And there was some socializing, pictures taken, people in groups hugging families, saying goodbye. And at one point, the order was given. Well, at one point, I remember they opened the armory, and these guys were issued their weapons. And then at about 3 a.m., in the still of the night, I remember how quiet it was. And the sergeants gave the orders, and these guys stood there at attention, straight ahead in formation, ramrod straight. I don't want to say war faces were on. These weren't war faces. This was an intensity of emotion you would have to see to understand. So quiet, you could hear a pin drop, and the feeling of all these hundreds and hundreds of Marines standing there in the still of the night, getting ready to go. Suddenly we heard a wailing sound, and there was a child crying. A boy about 5 years old broke loose from his family and went running out among the Marines and found his father. He was yelling, "Daddy, Daddy, don't go. No, Daddy, no, 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 Daddy, don't go." And he clutched his father's leg, screaming. And the Marines stood there, ramrod straight, looking straight ahead. They didn't look at this boy. And someone came and gently but firmly pried this children's hands off of his father, and they led him away screaming. And the father never averted his gaze. That Marine stood at attention. I watched his heart break. And the screaming child was led away, and the Marines got on buses, and they went off to war. When you talk about children being separated from families, please remember and share this story.